Good day, folks. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trevor and I am your one-armed bandit in the bush. Today's video is going to be dedicated to a site that I found and a trail that I drove on in Virgin River Canyon. So this was I was driving from Mesquite up to St. George. I was on my way to go and meet with Tim. I had a day or two to spare, so when I came across Virgin River Canyon, there was a recreation site on the one side of the road. I thought I would just pull in and have a look. They were lovely campgrounds. It was obviously all asphalt surfaces, flat, level, $8 a night, so it was very, very cheap. Great views, but a bit close to the motorway. Directly opposite that, there was a dirt road that went off with a trail on it. So I followed that along the Virgin River Canyon, and probably about, I guess, nearly 10 miles down that trail, I found a spur that shot off into a nice secluded little canyon where I managed to set up camp. Really great site. I enjoyed riding the trail. Certainly somewhere that I'm going to go back to, given that I was not necessarily exploring there, but rather I was just killing time, as I had to meet with Tim the next day to purchase the shocks from him, which I had fitted. Great job on that, and I'll maybe do a bit more detail on what transpired with the suspension and what I still need to do to sort out that sagging. As you can see, she is definitely still squatting, but we have a plan. So why don't we rather take a look at what went on in Virgin River Canyon. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. There was some good drone footage that I managed to get in, and it'll give you a great idea of the landscape and the general surroundings in that area. So right on the Nevada-Utah border. Totally enjoyed it. I hope you will too. Once I'd arrived at camp, it was time to get the drone airborne. I'd pulled canvas, kind of unpacked what I needed for the evening. Then I wanted to get the drone up and take a look around and see, exactly what do things look like in the surrounding area. To be quite honest, it was an amazing campsite. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was actually hunkering down there because there was some weather expected. Once I got this drone up, only then did I notice that there was an even better campsite if I just stayed on the spur and kept going. There was a road that ran on the ridge above where I was and went further down into the canyon with what looked like a campsite on the end of that ridge that goes past the camp. You'll see it there just off to the left on the crest of that little hill. You will see there's a trail that continues to go down. I'm going to go back to this place for sure, because I'll certainly be needing to return to St. George. And when I do, I'm going to return to this spot, but instead of camping where I am right now, I'm staying up on that ridge and I'm going to follow that line as it goes all the way on down into another canyon. So I hope you enjoy these aerial footage views of the surrounding sites of where I was at. Once again, this is Virgin River Canyon. And it's still actually on the Arizona side, so between Mesquite and St. George. Yeah, and just like that, all of a sudden the drone started giving me a battery low sign, returning to home. So let's get her down, swap the batteries out, because guess what? The sun is setting and there's no ways we want to miss out on this. So with the battery swapped, got the drone back up in the air, just in time to capture the sun as it went down. So with the evening now having descended into the valley, it really was time to get a little bit of a fire going, get some warmer clothes on, because it was getting cold pretty quickly at this point. So yeah, temperatures are dropping and I think it's time for a fire. TV, solitude, bush TV, really good for the soul. Once I'd switched the video off and got an opportunity to really zoom in on that fire, you can just see the colors were absolutely outstanding. And this will be the bookend of the first evening in Virgin River Canyon. The next day, camp packed, ready to roll. It was time to hit the trail, and here I am on the Backbone Road again, heading out the canyon. And from this drone footage, as it follows the vehicle, you'll get a good sense again of the landscape, just what it looks like in this beautiful, beautiful trail. I certainly think it's something that is well worth exploring much more. So I have never really come across anything before on Virgin River Canyon. Man, I so much enjoyed it that I just cannot wait to get back there. So my next visit up to northern part of Arizona, come Utah, this is where I'll be at. And then I'm going to explore it a lot more. I think I'll take a few days here and just check out all the trails. You know, this road still went on a lot deeper into the backcountry. And that's a place that you want to be. As I was driving up this hill and I saw this camper up there on the left-hand side, I thought to myself, hey, what's Tim doing out here? But as I got closer, I could see that the vehicle was actually a silver and not a white truck, which Tim has, but, you know, same canopy on the top, at least the same camper on the back. I better not call it a canopy. I'm sure that would not amuse those people who have spent a lot of money and put a lot of work into purchasing and setting up and customizing those campers. And they really are very nice. But there we go, just got a little caught up on that hill. For some reason, drone didn't want to follow all that well. I'm guessing it's because I disappeared from view. One of the things you really need to be mindful of when you're flying the drone is, one, is it still following me? And two, have I crested the hill too quick? It seems to have a tendency to not want to follow exactly over hills, certainly not the steeper ones. But anyway, enough of my noise. Let's watch out the rest of this video as I exit the canyon and I head to St. George, where the next day I would have the Fox shocks fitted to the back of Pumbaa. Thank you for joining me in this video. Please remember, if you haven't done so yet, to subscribe, to hit that like button, as well as the notification button, because there's going to be a lot more coming on this expedition out west, particularly as we move into the summer period. I'll be traveling up and around all along the west area, so stay down. I hope to bring a lot more magic and entertainment